The next concept is polymorphism. So poly means many, morphs means forms. So here we are going to see how one particular thing can have different forms. One particular class can have different forms. So here we use the concept of overloading, which is not there in method overloading, is not included in Python as such. We're going to see operator overloading. So consider if I run a help on the integer class, it shows me that there is length, byte order signed, and then there are also certain methods like new, then apart from that there are also certain magic methods on the integer class like absolute value add, and boolean, seal, float, floor, hash, integer, less than, less than or equal to, less than, L shift, right shift. Like this there are so many methods, so many dunder methods that we see. Now let us see how are these methods actually getting called. See, when I say 10 plus 30, 10 is an integer object. Plus is basically calling the dunder add on 30. So this is equivalent to calling int dot add 10 comma 20. So 10 plus 30 is calling dunder add on integer, or other way to call it is int dot add 10 comma 30 or 20. When I say 10 plus high, it is calling dunder add on int, which is not allowed. Similarly, rather if I say high plus 10, see how the method changes. When I call 10 plus high, it is calling the dunder add method on integer, so it shows the error as unsupported operand type for plus, int and str. If I call high plus 10, then high is the string, and then it is calling dunder add on string, and so it can only concatenate str to str. So which shows us how these methods internally what is getting done. So here it is calling a method on in the integer class, here it is calling a method on the string class. Now let us see one example for operator overloading. See, consider I have a rectangle class and I define area, a simple class where I give 2 comma 3 length and the breadth multiply to get the area. Let us see operator overloading here. So here I am defining 4 dunder magic methods. So here there is add, equal, str and repr. Now add will add one area with the other area. So when I say dunder add, it's internally calling, when I say plus, it is internally calling the dunder add method which I have specified here. When I say equal to, it is internally calling the eq method. Print of r1 is calling the str method, and if I just give r1, it is calling the repr method. So here I have two classes 3 comma 4 4 comma 5. So this is 12 plus 20 32. This is what it is giving me. If r1 is equal to r2, so here I am checking if the area of both are same. It is returning a false. Here with str I can specify how do I want it to get printed. So here I want length comma breadth, and with r1 that is if it is just r1, it is going to call the repr method, and here as we can see I have specified l equal to something and b equal to the breadth. So here l equal to length, b equal to breadth gets printed like this. So if I just call print along with the object, it calls the str method. If I just give this r1, again it calls the repr method. This is again the difference, print of a. So here it is calling, this is calling str method and this is calling the repr method. See here, add. Method overloading is not supported in Python. Here I had add, so I gave 2 comma 3. It did not recognize because here the definition was reassigned to n1, n2, n3, and so now it is looking for 3 parameters, which when I give here it is accepting. So method overloading is not supported in Python. Another concept here is I can pass method overloading is not allowed, but instead of that what can be done is I can make use of star args. Now star args allows any number of arguments. So here when I specify method overloading, I can specify any type, any number, but with star args I specify n number of arguments which are all of the same type. So here I give self comma star args, type of args. So here 2 comma 3. So now what goes in this star args is nothing but the tuple. So type of args is nothing but the tuple, and here sum of that tuple will give me the entire result. So another way to do this is, let's say if I have 2, 3, 4, 1, 23, 34, 45, all this gets added and then it gives me 1, 1, 2. Another way that this gets used is if I pass many arguments in print, so it shows hi, hello, good morning. I can give any number of arguments in this. Then there is child class. Child class can override the method overriding. Child class can override the parent class method. So there is employee, intern, employee. It is deriving from the employee class, and here, as you can see, when I call the work method, work under intern, it is returning 40. We will look into abstraction in the next recording.